We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. The Braves have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Chet Steadman gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Digging in, Mario Nunez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Mario Nunez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Roll, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. The next to bat for Atlanta, Johnny Nunez. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the left fielder, Barry Bonds.
Coming to the plate now, Barry Bonds. He's a dangerous hitter indeed as the reigning batting champion in the National League. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
He pulls this one into right. Sosa will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Juan Villafuerte, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
J.C. Embry is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Of course the crowd is going to get on him a little bit here, but I find it hard to believe there was any intention there. Bottom of the first, you never want to dig yourself a hole on the mound just to send a message.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Santiago, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Embry aboard here at first with nobody out. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 1-0 home. Out of play. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
1-2.
The 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Now a throw over. Don't want to forget about it. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into the box, Keith Armstrong, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Throw over to the bag, and he's back easily. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runner's going. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
So in now for Chicago, Sammy Sosa. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. From the stretch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
The 0-2. Two out here and a runner at second. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Omar Rodriguez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Rodriguez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 8.
Digging in now, Christopher Stanley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. From the stretch. There's a strike. It's 2-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Armstrong is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting 7, the catcher, Luis Ferreira.
Coming to the plate now, Luis Ferreira, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. One-0 count. Here it is. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Runners on the move for second. Strike taken. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Stepping into the box, Sito Suzuki. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. First offering on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Now it's 2-0. And the pitch. And he'll just watch the splitter here, 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Striding into the box, Jesse Padilla. He's set and the pitch. Nobody out, runner on first. Runners off for second. A pitch out. The throw. And they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Full count still. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Now in the box, Ryan Buckner, and he has been, pardon the cliche, en fuego of late. Seen that average shoot up quite a bit over the past 8 ball games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he popped him up. And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, not much you can do with that one from a pitching standpoint, Dero. Makes a pretty good pitch, and somehow, some way, this guy's able to muscle one in for a base hit.
Yeah, and you know what? Good job by the hitter right there, not trying to do too much. I know he got jam sandwiched right there, but he was able to find some green grass and give himself a chance.
To the plate now, Nicholas Horner, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early, 1-0. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled off. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Here now the 2-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, he makes the stop. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Standing in, Luis Ferreira, 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third.
Ferreira.
First pitch coming, here it is. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Count still at 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And another foul ball. The 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
Batting eighth.
Stepping up to the plate, Bryant Light. Pitch on the way. Grounded up the first baseline. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. Swinging a soft liner. And that's the first hit in this one for the Braves.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact was finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
In now, Juan Villafuerte. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Runners on first with one down. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Now batting. The second baseman, Mario Nunez.
Ready for another chance? Mario Nunez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner. That evens it up 1-1. One and one. Here it is. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And the fastball sails on him, and that gets away. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. The set and the 2-2.
3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Johnny Nunez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive. That's in there. Base hit. The tying run is in to score from second.
Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits, D-Row, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always wanted to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
Barry Bonds is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
From the stretch, the 1-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Here's the 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Braves get a couple of hits here and plate one. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Chet Steadman.
For the Cubs, the pitcher, Chet Steadman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Now a flare out toward right center. Right fielder coming on. He's there and records the first out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Embry.
Into the box, J.C. Embry. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. On a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone. At the plate, Freddie Santiago. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Santiago.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Still 1-2. Now the pitch. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Braves to discuss his thoughts on Atlanta's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Omar Rodriguez.
Omar Rodriguez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Fastball well outside. Now the 1-1 pitch. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Liner towards second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
So coming to the plate, Christopher Stanley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
One run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Doug Taylor.
Now at the plate, Doug Taylor. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1.
One run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-2. And he pops it up. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
At the plate now, Luis Ferreira, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
1-2.
The 1-2 hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the stretch, got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. The next Cub up, Pete Armstrong. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The center fielder, Pete
First delivery
Armstrong.
to him on the way. Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. The next 3-2. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Sammy Sosa. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Behind 0-2 now. Takes this the other way to right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The left fielder, number 24.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Sito Suzuki is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now the 1-0. And that's down into left center for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Row. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Standing in now, Jesse Padilla as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Swung on and missed, 1-2 now.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
1-2, here it comes.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Line drive to center field. Rodriguez has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Stepping up now, Ryan Buckner, and their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one.
With one out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Now the 1-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And there's the first strike, 2-1. Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now 3-1. And he is in there.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
At the plate, Nicholas Horner, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Reined in to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. It's the Cubs 3 and the Braves 1. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Bryant Light.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Now here it comes. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Sosa is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 15, Juan Villafuerte.
Lorenzo Montoya will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Montoya.
Low for ball one. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Grounded back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Mario Nunez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Johnny Nunez.
Digging in and looking for more, Johnny Nunez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Nunez is hitting .320 right on the dot. So he's certainly a threat with the bat in his hands.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. To 2-2 now.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Count still full, 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Called strike, 0-2.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Line hard toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. 1 run is scored, and the second run will score as that evens things at 3.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. Big 2 RBI knock.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
Stepping in now, Omar Rodriguez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And the go-ahead runs in to score on the sac fly, as this is now a 4-3 ball game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the 3rd run across in this inning.
Ready now, Christopher Stanley. He's set. Here it comes.
One of the keys when you're looking at a subpar pitching performance is first pitch strikes, and so far this guy struggled. First pitch strikes less than 40%. He's going to need to clean that up.
Ball 1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
3 runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Atlanta leads it 4-3. Derek Shepard will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Braves, number 40, Derek Shepard.
Jimmy Grimes will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Jimmy Grimes.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is.
2-0, 1 strike.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, J.C. Embry. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
First delivery to him on the way.
0-1's the count.
Comes set and the 0-1.
1-1.
Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. The 1-2 in the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Settling in now, Freddie Santiago, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is skied into short left center. And no one can corral that one. Base hit. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. And the tying run will score on the sacrifice fly as it's now a 4-4 ball game.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Now batting, Pete Armstrong, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. First offering on its way.
0-1.
The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
So now to the plate, Sammy Sosa, as he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. 2 out with the man at first. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's now 6-4.
And with one swing of the bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed, he's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
Chris Gallegos is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 46, Chris Gallegos.
To the plate now, Sito Suzuki, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Now the 2-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Into the box, Jesse Padilla. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Four runs here in this half inning. Fastball just missed above the zone. Set to deliver on 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. There's ball 4.
The first baseman, number 22. Ryan.
Stepping into the box,
Buckner.
Ryan Buckner. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch called for a strike. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
A runner on first with 2 away. Into the corner and slicing foul.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Digging in, Nicholas Horner. From the belt, kicks and deals. No balls and a strike to count. A 1 pitch on its way.
1-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Two down, runners at first and second. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 7 and the Braves 4. Matt Brister takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 29, Matt Brister.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Doug Taylor. The pitch. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. And it's quickly 0-2. And the pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Now back.
Standing in, Luis Ferreira. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
I got to count 2-2.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
At the plate, Bryant Light, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And this one will be out of play off to the left. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Jason Kipnis is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Jason Kipnis.
And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike, 0-1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Outside, 2-1. Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Now to the plate, J.C. Embry. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. From the stretch.
That's a ball.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that splitter again. He's looking for a double play, and that pitch certainly has enough depth on it to get him a ground ball.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Freddie Santiago is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. First and second here with nobody out. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit on the ground. Oh, and it's off the first base bag. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. The runner from second crosses the plate. That makes it an 8-4 ball game.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first base line. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, D-Roll. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit where vacated where the first baseman, if he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit.
Pete Armstrong is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or trying to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 1-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
The right fielder,
Sammy Sosa will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That pitch is out.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Grounded up the first baseline. but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. He's set. Now the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Jim Reyes takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Jim Reyes.
Sito Suzuki will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in. The 1-0 pitch is taken for ball 2. The 2-0 down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Stepping in, Jesse Padilla. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Working quickly now as the splitter's in there. 0-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Luke Little is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Joe Gutierrez is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Joe Gutierrez.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch.
Ball inside.
3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Stepping in for the Braves, Mario Nunez. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll be back in standing up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts him out with one high and tight, ball 1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
1-0 pitch on the way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-1 home. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
At the plate now, Johnny Nunez. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Sosa has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Number 25, Terry Vaughn.
Digging in to try it again, Barry Bonds coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
First and second now, 1 man out. And no swing apparently, ball 1.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
Line drive, base hit to right. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Omar Rodriguez tried to check it, and it's 0-1. He hit a sac fly earlier. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And this one gets away. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Skied into straightaway right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
At the plate, Christopher Stanley, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit.
And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Well, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Ronnie Wickert answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. In now, Doug Taylor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Here's the 1-0.
That's Bolton.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now the 3-0 offering. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Wow, they went to the pen because they liked the matchup. And what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run. So much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
Standing in with the bases loaded, Luis Ferreira. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, that's down.
Here's the 1-0.
Oh, that's off the plate.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Hit out towards second. He's right there. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 9 and the Braves 6. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Rich Calero will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Alvaro Reyes will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 98.
Into the box now, Ryan Buckner. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
First pitch on its way. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Behind 0-2 now. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Now the pitch.
Ball two.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
The 2-2. Squared that one up just a little late. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball four. It's a leadoff walk to start the home seventh.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop, Nicholas.
Digging in,
Horner.
Nicholas Horner. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Ronnie Wicker.
Oliver Blanco will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Blanco.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Blanco bats left but throws right and stands at 5'11". He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Comes set with the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike two. Here it comes on 0-2. Runners on first with one down. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Stanley is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, the second baseman, J.C. Embry.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, J.C. Embry. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball one, no strike.
2 out with the man at first. Skied into straightaway right. Stanley is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs strand one. They won't add to their 9-6 lead. Julio Teheran's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 49, Julio Teheran.
Leading off the inning, Bryant Light, and they'll need him to get something going here.
17.
first pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2.
Nope.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Here now the 2-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
The 3-2 pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw down to first, 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Striding in, Alvaro Reyes, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, the second baseman, Mario Nunez.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mario Nunez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Suzuki will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They don't make any headway, still down 9-6. Theodore Koo is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 36, Theodore Koo.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
Santiago.
Now the pitch.
Oh.
The 1-0.
Get down 1-1. Nope.
1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. There's a cold strike as he nips the corner. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Riding in once again, Pete Armstrong. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
0-1 count and the pitch. In the air out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Sammy Sosa, earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First offering on its way. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They won't add to their 9-6 lead. Thomas Nicholas comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 1, Thomas Nicholas.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Johnny Nunez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Standing in now, Barry Bonds, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Fouled off. A 1-1. Line drive to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Into the box now, Omar Rodriguez. 0-1 the count. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up. There's one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
9-6 the final tally in this one. The Chicago Cubs used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Chet Steadman with his 4th win this season. Thomas Nicholas wraps it up for the save, his 10th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.